Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm pretty interested in this film because of this is my very first time I'm doing a double movie review, which is 2 movie reviews in one day. However, this one was taken 10 days before the next one that's upcoming, and yeah, I decided to do this one a little bit early than the what's on the actual date because of well, doing 2 videos is very tricky, and so with that I decided to do this one early. Anyway, for today I'll be reviewing Transformers 1. This film packs a lot more than meets the eye. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about watching this film, but the animation, the story, and the cast they put in for the Transformers characters, that got me very interested in it, that I decided to do a movie review on it. So yeah, I'm pretty interested in doing this. I'm also pretty excited for as well, as I said that a lot for my a lot of my movie reviews, but yep. For before I want to continue off, this review may contain some spoilers. So if you want to avoid those spoilers, all you gotta do is first off pause me and then go ahead and check out Transformers 1 either in theaters, which the date is the 22nd, actually, September 22nd. So this film just got released. So you can either watch it in theaters, or if you're watching this in the near future and this film is either in streaming, or if you have the DVD, then you can do that. And then when you're done watching this movie, unpause me and then go on ahead and see through the movie review. Or if you're a leaker sneaker like, uh-oh, I haven't seen this movie, oh well, then go on ahead, I don't mind. Also, of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I'm on a road to 1,000 subscribers, and if you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell and give this video a big thumbs up, that would make me happy. And yep, so with that, I'm really excited. So let's get started with the very first scene where rebellious Orion Pax was sneaking around at the at this library, trying to figure out the history of, well, the matrix of leadership and the origin of Prime along with Cybertron. However, he was also trying to figure out whatever happened to the matrix of leadership, as it was lost. So with that, he tried to search more, but the guards came in and tried to arrest him. Luckily enough, Orion managed to escape through the mine train fields, where luckily enough his very best friend D16 covered him. You that way it was a perfect escape. Yep. So with that, they went back to their usual work in the mining fields, where they have to mine out for Energon, because ever since the matrix of leadership was lost, Energon has become very scarce, and the ever since then they're either born, or I don't know. It's kind of hard because of even though the Cybertronians are either they're alive, they live off like robots, but either how they were born or programmed, they don't have their cogs, so they can't transform. But all they have to do is mine for Energon, because, like I said, ever since the matrix of leadership is lost, Energon became very scarce and needs to be found more. But one time there was a huge mining accident, and one of the miners, Jazz, was trapped in the rubble, and Orion bravely went in to save him. However, with that, it cost Elita 1, their leader, her promotion, and went off to waste management. Uh-oh, that can't be good. As for Orion, he is very tired of being treated like what he was meant to be because of well, since he doesn't have a cog and can't transform, he wants to be more than he was either programmed to be. So he came up with this idea to enter him and D16 into the annual race, the 500 style race. Please forgive me of what I'm trying to say because, well, as I'm working on this video, I just watched this the day before. This was taken at least 10 days from when I uploaded this video, so please forgive me of with this funny memory because as of right now, I just watched it at least 2 days from now. Yep. However, D16 refused because of they would get in trouble. But on the very next day, Orion managed to sneak up into the little starting area with D16, and D actually thought that he brought him to this very nice scene so they can see the race up close, but that wasn't the case. Orion and D16 are actually in the race. This is the first time ever in Cybertronian history that the minor bots are actually in this race because according to their rules, it's normally the ones who can transform and the minors who can't. But luckily enough, they have two things. Their creative intelligence and jetpacks. Pretty creative, huh? However, even after the race, they lost. But after thinking that, are they going to get in trouble? They didn't, however, because of the leader of Cybertron and the of course, Sentinel Prime was very impressed by their heroics, their confidence, and their courageous ways, and they decided to promote them. The two were pretty excited. However, one of the racers, Darkwing, was not very happy about this, so he decided to put Orion and D16 down to the 50th floor. Like I said, I couldn't really remember a lot from this film because I just watched this two days from now. Anyway, he decided to leave them there as their punishment, where they meet B127, or other words, Badassatron. And of course, he spent most of his life underneath there, and his job was to watch for any scraps that are either valuable or not so valuable. And he was all by himself. Not really. He had some friends, the ones that he built for company, of course. However, one of the friends that B127 built was actually had a message from none other than Alpha Trion, one of the original 13 primes, and it was a distress message of, well, he was in distress. And seeing this, Orion decided that maybe if this could lead up to the matrix of leadership, and if they found it, they can be heroes and won't have to be treated like nobodies. So at that, Orion decided to set off on a quest to find the matrix of leadership, thanks to the location from the distress signal, along with D16. Even after he reluctantly doing it, but after hitting the impressing Sentinel Prime, along with the being recognized as a hero, along with E127, they went off on this quest. However, as they were trying to stow away in the train filled with the Energon. They were almost caught by Elita 1, who still had a grudge with Orion after getting her fired. But luckily enough, they managed to reach up to the top of the train where they witnessed the surface. No other Cybertronian has never come up to the surface because of there are some rumors of how there are some few dangers in there, but looking at it, it's actually beautiful. But there was this one problem. The surface has this very strange thing that the ground shapeshifts once in a while. They tried to get back in the train for safety, but they weren't so lucky enough, and they ended up stranded, lost. So with that, Alita had no choice but to join them, but she's going to be in lead with the location of the Matrix. However, getting there wasn't so easy because of the location of the Matrix is very far away, and they were almost spotted by these Quintessons, the enemy of the Cybertronians, and the ones that the Primes were fighting off against for generations, decades. It's a very long time that they have been fighting against them because of well, this movie takes place 3 million years before us humans came around the Transformers world. Anyway, continuing off, they finally found a place where the Matrix could be at. However, it's in this deep, dark, and deserting cave, which also serves as the graveyard for the fallen primes, including D16's idol, Megatronus Prime. But they also discovered the one surviving member beneath the rubble, and that was Alpha Trion. There, they learned 2 truths. One of them, which is that Sentinel Prime actually teamed up with the Quintessons to take down the Primes as Sentinel murdered them, except for Alpha Trion. And originally, the miners were going to have cogs after they were programmed, but Sentinel plucked them out of them. That is very messed up. So at that, the 4 needs to come up with a plan to stop Sentinel and to restore the piece of Cybertron. Luckily enough, Alpha Trion gave the cogs from his fallen comrades to them, so that way they can transform and head off while the Sentinel Prime's guards came in. Alpha Trion stayed behind to cover them. Luckily enough, Alpha Trion managed to defeat them all, but only to get captured by Arachnid, the associate of Sentinel Prime. The 4 managed to escape in time, but were new to the cogs and was a little bit difficult to get the use of transforming, like this reference. Where's my head? Where's my head? Actually, that's one of the big references to the transforming toys, like of how the Transformers transform. Like the head would come down, some of the parts would become vehicle parts. The wheels would pop in, and the wheels would have to come after the figure of the Transformer would become the car, the truck, something like that. It's pretty hilarious. One of the big references to the transforming toys, but the head part was hilarious. But after that, they were coming up with a plan to how they would expose Sentinel Prime, but D16, feeling betrayed by this, grow really excessive and has another plan for Sentinel. He wants to Man, that is really messed up. But will they do it? All depends on how they would find a way to expose Sentinel. Meanwhile, Sentinel tried to interrogate Alpha Trion, but he refused. So at that, Sentinel killed Alpha Trion. Dang. So with that, they were trying to navigate themselves back to Icon City, the 4 at least. However, Orion and D16 were having a conversation which led up to this small argument of their plans and what their potential futures will be. However, they got captured by the High Guard. Once members of Sentinel's Prime's guards until they found out the truth and they formed a big rebellion led by Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwaves. How many waves are in there? Anyway, they were trying to interrogate them if they were spies or not, but D16 was trying to leave, which led to a huge fight between D16 and Starscream. And with the new aggression that D16 was taking, he won by nearly beating the snot out of him and damaging his voice. However, Orion tried to stop him as it wasn't the way. And thanks to that, Orion has convinced them that they would, if they would work together to stop Sentinel Prime, they can bring peace back to Cybertron. However, Sentinel's guards already came in. They attacked the place, burned down the High Guard's base, and captured most of the High Guard rebellion, including B-127 and D-16. As for Orion and Alita, they managed to get off of the rubble, but the evidence that Alpha Trion gave him, I probably should have mentioned that early on. It was destroyed, and Orion was about to give up hope, but thanks to Alita, she gave a big prep talk to Orion that even though she could be better than him, it's never too late to give up without a fight. So with that, he managed to convince the High Guard to step up against Sentinel Prime's tyranny and put an end to it for good. So at that, they charged into Icon City, and a big battle between the Sentinel Prime's elite guards and the High Guard rebellion went off. But before that, Orion came to the miners as he told him the truth about Orion, that he is a huge liar, and he was the one who plucked out their cogs to make them mine. I'm wondering, why would he do that? It's pretty messed up for that. But he managed to convince them that even if they can't transform, they still have spirits enough to stand up for what is right and do the right thing. So with that, the miners also joined in to fight off against the guard. And of course, Orion also found out that it's the Arachnid. She's the answer to it because, well, she saw everything that Sentinel did. So with that, they tried to make sure that everything that Arachnid saw was seen throughout the whole world of Cybertron at least. And with that, they went up to this security thing where they would project memories, which B16 with his new power of a battle mask and knife hands thought they were bad guys and completely trashed the place. But luckily enough, they managed to project Arachnid's memories in, and with that, Sentinel Prime was exposed. So with that, everyone called him a liar, a traitor, etc. As for D16, he went off to continue his plan to murder Sentinel Prime for his betrayal. However, Orion tried to stop him, which led to D16 accidentally shooting him. Ouch! That's gotta hurt. D16 tried to save him. However, the new personality in him changed. So with that, he decided to let Orion Pax fall down to Cybertron's core. And with that, he went off to his plan by ripping Sentinel Prime in half, which killed him and brought out this huge beast that he could build a better future for Cybertron if they followed him. And of course, the High Guard decided to follow him. And with that, D16 took the spark from Sentinel Prime, which was originally Megatronus Prime's, and he put it in himself, which then he became the villain that we all know as Megatron. And with that, he ordered the High Guard to burn all of Cybertron down. Meanwhile, Orion Pax falling down to the core of Cybertron was eventually saved by the spirits of the 13 Primes because of his heroics, good deeds, and leadership that he proved to himself. He was given to the matrix of leadership, and with that, he became the hero that we all know as Optimus Prime. And with that, a huge battle between a former friendship and newfound rivalry has started. However, Optimus did win, but spared Megatron mercy, but to banish him and any of his followers, including the High Guard, from Icon City. But Megatron was not determined to give up, as he will come back one day for revenge. So with that, peace was restored for now. And it's going to be hard for Optimus that now his once best friend has now became arch enemies. But the miracle for that is, after the matrix of leadership was finally restored, Energon was finally flowing throughout Cybertron. And with that, Optimus decided to make Alita his first lieutenant, along with letting B-127 fight by his side, and also, of course, return the cogs that Sentinel Prime stole to the miners, and any of the followers for Optimus Prime. They formed a brand new protection unit known as the Autobots, and sent a message to the Quintessons to either stay away or they will be coming for them, like the Autobots will. Meanwhile, Megatron has formed a brand new cunning group of followers for him, known as the Decepticons. So at that, there will be war between the Autobots and the Decepticons real soon. Oh boy. Now, before I want to head off to my review part, according to this film was taking place millions of years before us humans came around, but it's also supposed to be the prequel to the live-action Transformers films, supposedly a prequel to the Bumblebee movie, which I haven't really watched. Yeah, I haven't really watched the live-action Transformers movies because of I kind of lost interest in the Transformer series because of I wasn't really too interested in them anymore. But did want to check this out for a movie review and to give this out to any fans who are big fans of the Transformers series who have subscribed to this channel. But anyway, like I said, it's supposed to be the prequel to the live action Transformers films. However, it didn't really say it is. It's sort of like a spin off or a reboot. Don't really know. All depends on it. And looking at this, it has a big cliffhanger that do you think it could get a sequel? We don't really know for now because of as I'm doing this video, this is actually taking place in September 22nd, and so it just got released. So either it depends on if this film gets a success or a flop. All depends on how the movie will succeed and will get a sequel. Well, potentially. So yeah, it's a big potential if this film does get a sequel. So yeah, if you guys want that, then comment down below what if you guys really do want a sequel for the film. Anyway, continuing off, it's a for my review on it, it's actually not a bad movie. I really do enjoy it. I love the animation they put in it and of how the world of Cybertron would look like before the Great War between the Autobots and the Decepticons, and really great origin story to the two iconic characters of the Transformers film, like how Optimus started off with this high-spirited and rebellious worker to a wise and heroic leader of the Autobots, while Megatron started off as this timid but kind-minded to a ruthless and cunning leader of the Decepticons. Very great character concepts of the film, which does also serve as the origin, of course. Also, of course, love the cast they put in this film, especially with featuring Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime, aka Orion Pax, which is his very first animated feature, along with Scarlett Johansson as Alita 1, Keegan-Michael Key as B-127, aka Bumblebee, Brian Tyree Henry, also known as who plays Megatron, Steve Buscemi, who did Randall Boggs from Monsters Inc., playing Starscream, and Lawrence Fishburne, who played Alpha Trion, and John Hamm, who played Sentinel Prime. Really, really great cast they put in for this movie. Not too bad. And also, of course, wasn't expecting this to be a animated film until I did a little research that it is, and makes sense if it would be animated, of course, because of it would take place millions of years before us humans came around in the Transformers world. So yeah, it's a not a bad movie. I do enjoy it. I would give this either a 8.9 out of 10. Don't want to give out a lower one, so I won't get any backlash or angry comments for any Transformers fan who did watch this and are big fans of it. But other than that, not a bad film. This was my very first Transformers film that I've watched since Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, I haven't really checked out a lot of the Transformers movies because I wasn't really too interested in them, but this got me very interested in watching the film. So other than that, not a bad film. And of course, this is the second time they really brought out a nostalgic series from the 1980s and the 1920s. Why I say 20s, the 1990s, as a animated feature-length film. They did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and now they did Transformers. Yeah, Yeah, a lot of nostalgia is coming back from the 1980s to the 1990s. Like, there was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there was Transformers, there was G.I. Joe, there was Power Rangers, there was Jet Him and the Holograms. I don't really know. A lot of stuff from the 1980s to the 1990s, including X-Men, are coming back to the 2020s with either animated features or follow-up series like how X-Men 97 did. So yeah, it's pretty exciting for some few nostalgia from the 1980s and the 1990s to get some feature-length films. Do you think we could get more? Who knows? The 2020s is going to be a very interesting decade for the 1980s and 1990s nostalgia to come around. So with that, thank you all so much for watching this movie review, and until next time. By the way, if you guys are ready for the next movie review, that is coming up right now. So go ahead and enjoy my next movie review. See you later.
Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching and have a brick day. Whoosh.